here today at Creative Door Studios, and we're getting ready to do another Accessory Saturday. And we're here with Tamara Akcay, and she's gonna take us through her very mutant bijou jewelry, because you know we like the mutant bijou trend that's going on, so it's very like Hunger Games-ish jewelry, very rock and roll grunge jewelry, and just like very avant-garde. So say hello to Tamara.
Hi. Hi.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I started in the ready-to-wear world as a designer, and also I was in production. And I started to really like jewelry, and I was making little pieces in the beginning, and I started to feel very frustrated because I couldn't make what I really wanted to make. As I was living in California, in Los Angeles, I started to learn how to make it. Then I came back to Paris, worked a little more in ready-to-wear, and then I really started to get to know the world, because it's a very small world and it's a passionate world. People are so friendly and they are willing to work with you. I got to know the atelier in Paris, the best ones, and they're really, really nice people, and that's what kept me going, I think.
So how long did you spend in LA?
2 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because you sound like, you sound like you're from LA. You don't sound Parisian at all. You've lost it.
I know. Maybe it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I really like the mix of culture there, and I really like the way of working in Paris. Like it comes from, you can feel the history. When you work with Atelier in Paris. They've been here for a long time. They've been working with the best, and you really can count on them, because I really want my samples, my production to be 100% quality.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say that you were in LA and your inspiration is from LA. So give me the history of the collection, of how something in LA inspired you. Was there a place that you used to go in LA, or?
Well, I think it's just that I was there in the beginning by myself, and I was working there, and all this time alone, discovering all the places. I feel like, for example, I was very overwhelmed with a lot of feelings, and I started to analyze those feelings, think about it, and then I started to draw, and I think these pieces just came out really naturally. I think it's a personal experience that a lot of people experience also, and I really wanted to make a piece of jewelry after that could empower the person that's wearing it.
Okay.
My concept is it comes from the emotions. It's a world of emotion, and I really like to have a certain point where I start, and it gives me a directive line, so that I can make a very structured collection. I start always with the combination of earrings, necklaces, rings, and bracelets, so that it makes sense for me as well as for the buyers and for the final customer. For example, you have this collection, which is the Ebb and Flow Collection, and the folds represent the up and down of life. So it's poetic and it's strong, and all the pieces mean something. All the pieces are thought through. There's nothing that it just to make me happy. I really want to embellish the women or the men that are wearing it, and I really want them to give them power when they're feeling, for example, like up and down, or they're feeling tensed. Like, for example, this Roots collection that I made comes from the tension of a root on the verge of snapping, because it's so tense. So the material that are used are mostly bronze plated, or silver, sterling silver. And I tried to come up with also a lot of new colors, because I think there's a lot of lack of color, especially for men in the market. So I wanted to come up with the black matte color.
I love those earrings.
Yeah, these are cool. So you see, there's always the very structured line, but at the same time combined with very soft and voluptuous feminine courbe. So this color is very new, and even newer color is the brown color with bronze finishing.
What finger would you put that on?
This is for men.
Okay.
But, sorry.
That's nice.
But yeah, this is very unique, and that's what the collection is about. To mix, I think, the joaillerie from Paris and the spirit of LA, which is a mix of different feelings.
What were you going through here? Because I see the ladder. So there's a little bit of tension there.
Yeah.
Okay, so because that piece is very interesting. There's another jewelry brand that I saw, and the girls were doing their jewelry because it was to all the girls that were mean to them. Their jewelry collection is about mean girls, and she had something similar to that with the stairs, and it was her climbing away from the girls. So I'm interested to know what you were going through.
This one is not so much about the ladder, is more the opposition between something that is very strict, structured, the flat part of the piece, with something that is very sinuous and folded and more subtle. So I always like to combine both. Like this bracelet, for example, is very clear. Like that you have both. You have what's structuring the bracelet, and then you have what's making it a little bit more, acceptable, a little bit more poetic.
Okay. I'm also interested in the headpiece, the headband.
Yeah, this is made just for press. But
can I try that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, this comes from the all the big how do you say, the headphones. Yeah, inspired by it, and then I wanted to combine, of course, the folds.
Okay, no, this is really editorial.
Yes, it is. Yes,
very cute, and I love headband.
This is, like this also, this necklace, which is like a scarf.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, that's cool. A collier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super
It
cool.
was like with a scarf, so you did it.
Super
But
cool.
this is for press too.
Super nice. Is it heavy?
Yeah. I really like this one. This one comes from men as well.
Okay.
I'm a lot inspired by men also. They inspire me a lot because they want things that are simple, but at the same time that are different.
Right.
So
like
this
if
is
they
why
would
it's
just
gonna
wear a
be
black
little bit-
t-shirt and jeans.
Yes. It's gonna be a little big for you, but you see the point.
Yeah.
Like it's all about the layers, and you can combine it with like this one.
Oh, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So what is that made out of? That it's bendable.
Yeah, this is bronze. Bronze is very bendable. There you
Cool, I
go.
like that.
You can go now.
Thanks. Seems like there's a story here.
Yeah, this comes from the roots as well, and these are all adjustable because it's it's like.
Oh, because you can put them up here?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like, yeah, you can.
Because that's really on trend too.
Yeah.
The finger rings. So that's like a lot of the models are wearing the finger rings, and people like Rihanna are wearing the finger rings because they like to have the stuff up there.
This one, you can wear it either this way, which is kind of cool. Very cool on you.
That looks really cool.
Or the other way around, like this.
I like it that way.
It's up to you. Yeah, you have also this one. You don't have enough. You don't have.
I don't have enough fingers.
fingers. Yeah. This one. I like to wear this one here.
Okay.
Yeah. See.
And why this?
I don't know. It just looks nice on this finger, particularly on this finger, because there's no other fingers obstructing the view, and you could just wear it, and you could really see the piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when you create your jewelry, like what space are you in? What are you listening to? What's in your headphones? What are you listening to right now?
I always like to be very dynamic. I listen to electro and trance music.
Mm-hmm.
I really like all the very sad songs. It can be can be classic songs or songs on the radio, but they make me too sad. And I really like to be energetic and to be positive, because when you think about all these feelings, ebb and flow, the up and down of life, it can bring you down. So I really want, I need to make a piece of jewelry that's gonna be, that's gonna translate a sense of power. So I need to translate, I need to have both. I need to have the sadness of the feeling, but then also I need to be very energetic myself.
Okay. Who do you see wearing your jewelry?
Well, I'd really like Lenny Kravitz.
This is totally Lenny Kravitz.
To wear Johnny Depp.
Totally Johnny Depp.
The models, I really like Lara Stone, because I think she's like this piece. She has like structure, but at the same time she's very voluptuous.
She's actually really sweet too.
I had never met her.
I actually met her last season.
Okay.
Really sweet. I was at a boutique opening, and I'm an Instagram Vine fanatic.
Me too.
And she was like, oh my God, let me see.
So
And she was really nice.
So nice.
I would tell you if you could get in contact with her.
Yeah.
Totally
These
her.
are the people that I would like to approach, and maybe like to have like their feedback. That would be great.
Well, I think you should totally go for it.
Yeah.
Last question. If you were a superhero, what's your superpower?
Time travel? Oh, totally time travel. I would totally go to another planet. Maybe just to take all my jewelry with me and just create over there and have no one bothering me. Because I think when you're a designer, or at least you're trying to be a very good designer, and you try things, even on myself. Everything that I create, I tried on myself before. You get a lot of people telling you, what is that? Like, what are you wearing? And this gets in the way of me developing more and more. So if I could be on a planet and then come back to show you what I created, that would be great.
So one last question. So you want to be a time traveler.
Yeah.
What decade would you go to?
I couldn't just stay in a decade.
I see the band Fleetwood Mac wearing this. You know?
I would totally go meet Kurt Cobain.
Right?
For sure. And then, I don't know, I'll probably go in the future, because I'm not really interested in creating anything that's been created before. I mean, I know it's kind of impossible, but if you look at all my things, it's not out there. I try to go ahead and try to imagine what people would want to wear, and what they would want to discover.
Thank you so much. We love your stuff.
Thank you. For my next collection, maybe I shouldn't talk about this, but for my next collection,
just give us a little sneak peek.
Yeah, I was in LA. I go there regularly, but I was in the MoMA, and I was really inspired by the modern art collection that they have. Robert Mallory and Andy Warhol, Pollock, all these were there, and abstract expressionism is really something that touches me and something I could really relate on.